Hey everyone, Dawn McKee here with Surface Hair Care, and I'm super excited to bring to you the 5 days of quick upstyle. So welcome to day 1, and I have for you a really fun and easy upstyle that you can either do for holiday occasion this weekend coming up with New Year's, or take it back to the salon and use it on your guests for any holiday occasion, and then also even something easy that maybe you are able to coach your guests to do for themselves. To begin, we always need to make sure that we have the hair well prepared prior to the updo. So my favorite is the Trinity Dry Shampoo. Works with volcanic ash and ocean water, helps to absorb oils and odors all day long, from the start of me spraying it to long into the evening as well. So this is a great thing to begin with. If you need to add any additional texture to the hair, grab some of our Swirl sea salt spray. The citric fruit acids and the magnesium and sea salts really help to contract the cuticle and help it tighten so it gives beautiful texture, while basu oil continues to moisturize the hair so we never dry the hair out. It's awesome. And it will give you the texture that you need to be able to work through that upstyle. Now, if your guest is new to Surface and they've come to you with other products in the hair and they have some static, and this happens often when we have a new guest that's coming in for a special occasion, a great thing to work with is protein cream. The amaranth protein and the basu oil, as well as the tourmaline and the Kawasaki crystals that are in here, will really help to add moisture to the hair and calm any static that might be there. So that's one of my hot little tips. And then, of course, I'm going to share with them all the benefits of how they'll use that at home. So now to begin here, next product, push powder. Got to have some push powder. Push powder gives me lift and volume. It helps with back combing go quickly, makes the hair, the pins stay in place for me so I don't have them wiggling around. And it's a vegan starch that we're working with. So we call it our vegan Velcro, as it really helps to hold and add texture to the hair. Now you see here that I've already done some pre-hand work. Not much curling has been done, just a few quick curls here and there. If the texture's right, you really wouldn't even need to add any additional curling to it. Now what we've done here is we've sectioned it into 3 sections. Top of the ear to top of the ear is that first section. We'll comb it into a really nice clean ponytail using our TK2 comb, and then also working with our Theory Firm. From there, the second section we took is from side ridge all the way around into the other side ridge, creating a nice center section. And then we drew the ponytail back over the original part line so that no part lines are seen. A little ponytail created there. The remaining section we worked with push powder to create some beautiful, just quick and easy back combing, a little bit of curl to the top, just to give some added texture, but really I spent less than 5 minutes adding some curl to it. In my first section, you'll notice that we already created that first bun, that first chignon here, so now we're working into our second. So the first thing that I want to do is I'll add push powder anywhere I need to create that back combing. And then what we'll do is just gently separate the hair into 2 sections. Doesn't need to be clean. I want a bit of texture, and I'll come in with the wide teeth of my TK2 comb, just pushing about every inch or so, just to add a little bit of padding, very little, but more of adding some width to it. Now the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to work with a rope braid. So very important whenever we're working with upstyling that we always have some sort of wax on our hand. Now the reason why I love my Surface wax, is my shaping wax or shine wax, is because it has the natural basu oil in it, so it never dries the hair out. And while we're touching the hair is when we create the most movement in the hair, and we lose the most curl. Hair gets frizzier, and the reason is because we're soaking up all that natural oils and moisture from the hair. So I'm going to work with shine wax. It's going to leave the hair nice and shiny. It's very lightweight, but it's going to protect the hair while I'm working. Now, if you need a little additional support, use your Awaken Protein Hairspray. Working with that in through the hair is going to add saw palmetto fibers to thicken it, really going to help add additional hold and texture. And we want some texture here. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 2 strands, my 2 sections, and I'm going to twist them both to the right. And then after I twist them both to the right, we'll cross the right over the left. Twist them both to the right, cross right over left. And we do that all the way down. Once we get to the bottom, we secure it with an elastic. And we start to open the braid out. So once we get that elastic in, now we want to create that bit of pancaking or expansion in the braid. And again, this is where my shine wax or my shaping wax becomes very important. Again, anytime I'm ruffling the hair in any way, I want to make sure that I'm protecting it. So all I'm doing here is what we call expansion or pancaking. You probably heard both terms. Working with different techniques. Some of it's a little bit of pulling, some of it is a little bit of ruffling or massaging. It really helps to open that braid out. Once we have it opened up to the desired width, I'll work with my Awaken Protein Spray here. And all I'm going to do is turn this knot, this braid, into a little knot here, and that's it. We'll just pile it right on top of the last one. We're going to secure on both sides of the knot. Secure on the opposite side. And when I'm securing these, I'm using the pin to really hold the hair for me. So I use the long side of the back part of the pin first. I'll catch the hair in the front, and then I flip the pin around and I catch the hair on the other side. So it goes in and then out. And as you can see, it gives a lot greater hold to the hair and allows me to use a lot less pins, which is great because now as this is secured, when I go back to do my final finish, I'll be able to just move those around if I need to. Now in the last section, we're going to work with a fishtail process, if you will. Not quite doing a braid because we're going to work into another twist, but we'll begin by taking just light sections, only 2 or 3 passes that we're going to make, and very loose. I've already put the back combing in through the top where I want it. I'm just going to separate that out, and we'll take into 2 sections. I take a small section from the right side, and we're going to cross it over the middle and add it to the center on the left. We'll do the same thing on the left side. We'll take a small section off of the left side. We cross it into the middle over the top of the other piece and add it to the right. So now it becomes very easy. We're just going to do 2 more passes. I pick up on the right, and now it crosses over to the left on the inside of the other section. Do the same thing on the left. We pick up on the left-hand side, cross over in the middle, add it to the right side, and then we do the same thing with our last 2 pieces. So we'll go ahead and pick up on the right, cross over in the middle, we pick up on the left, cross over, and pass over into the middle. So really all I did was create some nice lift. And as I do that, if I lift it up a little bit, you can see what happens. I get this nice bump up on top of the hair. And then we can go ahead and just put 1 pin in there just to tack it in place. Now with my remaining 2 sections, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we've done in the last 2. We're just going to add some very easy back combing. You notice I'm leaving all the texture in place here, not roughing that up at all. And we're just going to go ahead and work through just a bit of back combing every inch or so. We'll go ahead and work with our push powder anywhere in those areas to give me that easier back combing. And then I'll work with my Awaken Hairspray here as well. That's going to add saw palmetto fibers to the hair and really help me get tremendous hold. From here, we're going to twist both of those sections to the right. We're going to cross the right over the left just like we did before. Right, right over left, and we work that all the way down. Now you'll notice there's lots of good texture in there already. We'll put an elastic onto the bottom of it. We'll pancake, massage that piece out to where I want it, and then we're just going to wrap it around and add it right to the top. So just like we did before. We'll go ahead and pin all of that in place. Pin on the opposite side. once we have everything secure and in place, we're going to go ahead and mist with our finishing spray, either our Awaken hairspray or Theory Firm if the hair is more coarse and heavy. And then what we're going to do is work with our Bastu Shine Spray. This is our last puff of shine that's going to go into the hair, and as you can see, it leaves a beautiful sheen to the hair. Gorgeous updo, very nice and easy. 3 easy sections to work in, 3 rope braids, working with our Trinity Dry Shampoo to be able to prepare the hair properly, our push powder to support our lift, volume, and texture, and then working with our Shine Wax really to protect the hair, work with our braiding, and then we work with our Awaken hairspray for hold, for texture, and last but not least, our shine spray, our Bastu Shine Spray, to be able to give that beautiful shine. So I want to thank you guys for watching day 1. I'll look forward to sharing with you day 2, and we'll see you tomorrow.